Hello, I'm Matthew with McLaren of Tampa Bay. I'd like to give you a nice quick walk around on the 570S. The entire sports series range, a lot of things carry over from car to car. We're going to start off with the key here. Beautiful looking high quality key, of course. The trunk control is here. Unlock the doors and lock the doors. We're going to start off with the trunk. You use the little wheel here to push it in. It will release the trunk. It takes about 3 seconds of holding it because on the car there is no second latch. So we just lift it straight up and the trunk is opened up. A great sized trunk. One of the larger front trunks on the market today. And this is where we plug in our battery charger. We'll go right in here just to maintain that lithium-ion battery. If the vehicle's going to get parked more than a couple of days, we do recommend plugging the car in. It just keeps the battery topped up and no issues with that, so that's great. To close the trunk, if you just lower it down, don't slam it down. Then I use the badge and there's 2 soft clicks. 1 and 2, and then the trunk is closed. You can soon tell by that because of course it's nice and flush, there's a beautiful finish on the car. But also the vehicle will let you know if the trunk isn't closed, it will say front trunk latch released on the main display. Moving around to the door, we set the cars up here where the mirrors fold so you can see from a distance that the vehicle is locked. I don't need to ever hit the unlock button to open the car. I reach underneath to where the rubber button is underneath here. As long as the key is within a couple of feet, I can push and up the door goes. Several buttons on the actual door itself. Here's where we release our, more for my service guys, is where we install fresh oil and water through the top of the engine. Just releases a little latch. And here, if you're towing the vehicle to a track day or back to the dealership, wherever it might be, you can push this and turn the immobilizer within the alarm system off. Okay, inside the car now, and just a great driving position. Everything's just perfectly to hand and no stretching involved, very ergonomically designed and beautifully made. I'm going to hit the start button here, but without pushing. We're inside the showroom, so I'm not going to start the vehicle up at this stage. I'm just going to have the key present and push the start button, and that will put us, I'm going to push it twice, it'll take us into our accessory mode, lighting up our main display here. Giving some great information, including a plan view of the vehicle. This plan view of the vehicle currently has blue squares around the oil temperature, water temperature, and gearbox temperature. They have a blue square. Once the vehicle gets up to temperature, all of these blue squares will go to green, allowing you to go to maximum revs and really have some fun in the car. Our total miles on the vehicle, our time, we can do 24-hour or regular 12-hour. Our mode settings are shown over here. H would be for handling, that's your suspension. It's currently in the normal mode. P, powertrain, is your engine, gearbox, and exhaust, all adjustable separately on the fly or while you're stationary. Additional gauges over here, we have our oil temperature and water temperature. And fuel, showing this new gauge, but no distance to empty because we're stationary. It's an algorithm that's constantly changing due to throttle position. So in other words, if you're accelerating very quickly and driving on a back road, it will go less distance. If you're cruising on the freeway, believe it or not, she will get into the mid-20s per gallon on the freeway, so it's pretty amazing for a car that's nearly 600 horsepower. New on the sports series, we have some extra controls, including ESC, electronic stability control, activation and deactivation. In other words, I have 3 settings for it. When it's not illuminated, we have 100% traction control. In sport mode, NST, normal sport track, in sport mode or above on both, I can push it once and it will go to a 30-degree computer-controlled drift mode, allowing the vehicle to be a little tail happy on track or on some very fast back roads. In other words, the car does come more to life, but you better be awake. Again, she's nearly 600 horsepower mid-engine, so if you get it wrong, it can be a handful. But a lot of fun in that mode. Pushing it and holding it for about 3 or 4 seconds. Up on the main display, it will ask you, it'll say ESC off, confirm, just release and press again, and it will turn the traction control system off completely. I don't really recommend that. I do like the traction control system to be on and just give you some help and just be more efficient around a track or on a nice back road. None of these dials will adjust anything on the car until you push active. My habit is when I get into the car, I press the brake very firmly in every McLaren, push the starter button, the vehicle will come to life. Then I go down 2 inches and push active, and you'll notice that the lights come on and this illuminates orange around the outside. Now, twisting the dials does adjust the car. So again, the left one, if I take it up to sport mode, the display up here will now display sport, and it will change my display just slightly. The gears, the speedometer and the gear selection change places, and the rev counter digits do get a little larger and much easier to read if you can't concentrate on so much on the speedo when you're going very quickly down a back road. I just stiffened the car up from normal to sport. Gives you a much firmer ride. It allows less body movement and a much more spirited feel to the car. It doesn't change the steering or the engine as well. It just does the suspension. The steering is always electro-hydraulic and a great feel. Very light at low speed, but 40-50 miles an hour, it really comes to life and gives some of the best feedback on the market, as all the magazines will tell you. Take handling to track. We do still keep our traction control. We didn't eliminate any traction control, which is kind of fun, but now we get the view out of the great P1, of course, on the 650S GT3 racing car with a huge gear selection. The speedometer slides across. Then I'll have the shift lights, which I can actually set in manual mode to have an active cue, like a reminder beep when I'm ready to change gear when you get to high revs. This display that we had over here before is now slid across, and when the vehicle's running up to temperatures, it will show on each wheel the tire pressure and the tire temperature at each corner. Doesn't sound important for normal road driving, but in very spirited or track use, it's nice to know that those rear tires are around 100 degrees or more. Then you've got maximum grip and you can really put the power down very well. The right hand dial. P for powertrain, that controls engine, gearbox and exhaust. Basically changing the algorithm and the management systems to be more aggressive. As you can imagine, normal mode, sport mode, track mode. Again, adjustable on the fly as long as active is glowing orange here. Taking it from normal to sport, we'll actually open up the baffles in the exhaust just slightly, so a much richer sound. And the throttle map is more aggressive, so in other words, the throttle becomes more responsive to your foot. Taking it across to track, just fabulous. In track and track mode, very much a pretty aggressive sports car that you can have a lot of fun in. Again, I do like keeping the traction control on, but with traction control in dynamic and track mode, the car will move around much more than you think. But when the tires get warm, she really will stick. Very, very impressive and very high cornering forces. Okay, up on our main display on the left-hand side here, you can see a little shadow. That allows me to use the shorter of the 2 stalks left of the steering wheel. I got the long magnesium one for the turn signals. Below it is the controller for the main screen up here. So I'm going to push it towards the dash and let go. That then changes our display to be a rolling system of icons. This is actually the home screen, a plan view of the McLaren factory, believe it or not. I'm going to scroll it down once like a turn signal, and it will change us to our trip computer. To access any of the menus, I take the stalk and pull it towards me, and then it goes into that page. Now remember, here's our trip computer. So I'm going to push the little button on the end that says OK. I'm going to push it in and hold it. Click, about 3 seconds. It will take everything back to 0. So that's the trip computer. I'm going to push it towards the dash again, and it gets back out. So that's the very quick way of doing it. On the paddle, you push it towards the dash to get out of the current menu, navigate like a turn signal, and pull it towards you to access that page. Next one down is vehicle information. I'll pull it towards me to access that page, and it gives us some great data that we can check out. And again, to see each one, you just pull it towards you, and it will show you there to service in 353 days. I'll go down and say tire monitoring. At this stage won't show anything again because we're not moving, the tires are still cold, etc. So all of these things can be shown. If I go down to battery status, 85%, etc. Usually keep it above 70%, the vehicle will run beautifully. Once it gets into the 40 range, that's when you need to plug the vehicle in. But again, more than 3 days of just leaving the car parked, I do recommend plugging in the charger that we showed you earlier. I'm going to push it back out to get to our screen. This next one down is kind of a fun one, the vehicle lifter. At Tampa Bay, we order that on most of our vehicles. It just seems, for the value, for the money, just a great value, and a very effective way of stopping damage to the nose. Okay, next one down, vehicle settings. Again, the little page opens up, and I'm going to go down to vehicle. We set up the factory settings for display. Would be time and date, etc. The lighting would be the amount of time that the lights stay on inside and outside the vehicle. But vehicle settings has quite a few options. ISG is piping system off the engine, the intake sound generator. So again, you can change the volume of the exhaust. In the normal mode, by pulling it, I can now use it like a turn signal and make the volume louder or loudest. I kind of like the factory settings, where in normal it's position 1, in sport it's position 2, and in track it's position 3. That would be the factory settings. If you wanted to change it, you definitely can, just by clicking it down to number 2, then just hit OK. The car will chime and let you know that you've now set track to volume 2. I'm going to put it back up and just click it back to number 3. Valet mode allows you to enter a 4-digit code where you can, if you take it to a nice resort somewhere, you can park it and have a power restricted on the vehicle, etc. Performance shift Q. I've got it set to track only at the moment, where in the track mode, once you get to around 7,000 revs, it'll give you an audible beep, just reminding you to get ready to change gear. Okay, back then to the main menu. I can select lots of different things in the car. You notice here I'm highlighting auto fold mirrors. That's on, so when the car locks, the mirrors are folded. The one below it, auto alarm, I've got that set to off because otherwise if the door is open and you open the door, the alarm goes off, and it's kind of annoying, so I usually switch that off. But it's not a bad thing to have. The next one down, I've just scrolled down, road speed limit, it says off. I'm going to pull the thing toward the paddle towards me, changes it to on, then I'm going to hit the OK confirmation on the end, click, and now that's set. What that means is when I'm driving down the road, in the main display up here will be displayed as like a model of the road limit sign showing the speed limit on the current road that you're on. The door unlock, we've got it to do both. Comfort entry is kind of cool. That allows you, once you've set the memory on the seat, and if your vehicle's equipped, if it has the electric steering column and electric mirrors, it remembers all of those when you set the memory. And then once you get in the vehicle and close the door, right by here on the display it will say comfort entry available. You just take the left hand short paddle, this control paddle, pull it towards you, and the seat and steering wheel and mirrors will go back to their previous position. Only about half the cars have an electric steering column, but it will still move the seat and the mirrors. Other things in that menu, I'm going to scroll back down because it does come out after 8 seconds. Go back to vehicle, pull it, go down, 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 like a turn signal. I'm doing this. Comfort entry, start button, pulse, silent lock is off. Reverse mirror dip, I pull it towards me to see that, and I change it to passenger and hit the OK button. What I just did was take it to just dipping the passenger mirror. I find if you have it doing both, when you put it into reverse, this mirror looks straight sideways. It's not really very useful. I like to see the side of the car when I'm reversing, as well as using the great backup camera and using the mirror that's now tipped down on the passenger side. Okay, McLaren launch control system. We have to have the active dynamics button panel pressed, so this has to be active. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my left foot on the brake first and hold the brake the whole time until the car says boost ready. So there's a certain process we're going to go through. The way you do it, left foot on the brake first and hold it, then press launch, that will illuminate, and then we look at the screen. Up here the screen will say launch mode initiated, awaiting full throttle. You don't go half gas, you go foot, mash it all the way to the floor, but hold the brake. That's basically separating the clutches and allows you to rev the car up, and more importantly, spin the turbos up to very high RPM before you let go of the brake. Once you let go of the brake, just keep your foot buried on the gas and the car will take off very, very effectively. Of course, once the tires are warm, it's actually faster. Most magazines are getting around 6 seconds dead to 100 miles an hour in launch mode, so she's a powerful car. So we're going to try it right now. So I got my left foot on the brake first, then I press launch. Launch mode active, awaiting full throttle. Boost building, hold it, boost ready, let go. Pretty amazing in the parking lot. Okay, to hook up your telephone to the great Bluetooth system in the car, I'm going to go to the iPhone, I'm going to go into the settings here. I'm going to touch Bluetooth and it's off. I'm going to switch it on, and then on the vehicle I'm just going to touch phone. Now down here, my telephone will find the word iris. Okay, once it's found iris, I just touch this, and it will start to connect the devices. It says pair on the screen, no need to type it in, and then the vehicle also says pair, so I'll touch that. And now we're pretty much done with the telephone. As long as you don't have any blocks on your contacts, it will load it right up. So I'm done with the phone. Now on the car, top left in a moment, it'll say phone book synchronization. There it is. That'll take a few minutes depending on how many contacts you have in your phone. Once it goes solid, of course, then it's all done. It will show that it was connected to Bluetooth. My signal strength, etc. is also shown on the screen. One nice thing in this phone page, if you've looked up a number in a magazine or something and it's not saved into your contacts, just touch phone and then go down to keypad. This is for a number that you don't know, 1-800-HOTEL, whatever it might be, hit call and off you go. So that's kind of nice. I'll use the back button to go back. In call history, that will be your most recent dialed, received, etc. calls. You can go through get very quickly through that. In the contacts, as I start to scroll them, a little box appears on the right side. If I touch that, I can grab it and drag it down very quickly through there. Or you can use voice command, of course, which is kind of fun. Just touch it and it'll say contacts. After the beep, you speak the person's name and it will appear on the screen. During a phone call, you can, on the right-hand side of the screen, touch switch to speakers or switch to phone. If it's going through the speakers, it'll say switch to phone. Touch that and it'll shut the speaker system off, but then you must use the handset for a private call. So pretty effective there. Lots of great stuff in there. I'll let you experiment more with that. Now, in the apps section, we have our user manual, which is a great shortcut. If you remember, when we were hooking up the telephone, it was called Iris. That's this screen. That's what this infotainment system is called. The other top one is Owner's Handbook, and it's all, just touch it, and then you can search by touching it again to search exactly what you're after. Seatbelt controls, whatever it might be, air conditioning controls, and so on. This is your friend. This is your home screen button, which is always a shortcut back to this home page. I'm a bit warm. I want to turn up the air conditioning. That's to the right of the button. That's the picture of the fan here. I'm going to push it in, and then we get our air conditioning screen. It's actually exactly the same system that's in the big McLaren P1. And this new screen, though, is much more effective. It's really great. It's the digitizer, like the face of your telephone. So if I turn the volume of the fan up, you'll see it adjusting, and you'll hear it probably on the speakers, adjusting very, very quickly. I can also do temperatures, up and down and so on. You can see both going. My favorite thing in the air conditioning screen, he does have his helmet on. He's in a McLaren, so he's ready to go. As long as the AC button here is illuminated orange, that means that the system is on. Of course, that's the compressor running to make the air conditioning very cold. Mono here, at the moment, if I change the temperature, either with the plus and the minus, or just by sliding the temperature, you'll notice that the passenger is also moving. If the passenger is a little bit too warm, they can grab their own temperature or slide down, and the mono light goes off. So a 73 driver, 65 passenger. When the passenger leaves, I can just touch mono, and it will take it back to match mine. Some pretty simple things. Also, seat heating is nice when you're on the car. If you have the electric seat option, you get the heated seat option. If I touch it once, the center little flame here will illuminate. That's cool, very warm, off. So a bit warm, very warm, and off. And just keep touching it till it goes off. That's pretty simple in the air conditioning screen. I'll touch it one more time to get back to my home screen. In the navigation, so navigation is just a great system. What I can touch it, lock it here, then like an iPad I can pinch it and zoom it, which is really fun. If I want to set a new destination, I go down here to the settings button. This is like a gear out of a gearbox. I push that in and I go destination. Here we are. And I'll go find address, and then you just simply enter the address backwards. The reason they ask you to enter it backwards is that, for example, there's a main street in every town in America, so it helps the navigation system find it more effectively. Once you've got the street name in, the house number box here will illuminate and you can enter that last. Really a pretty intuitive system, and a lot of fun. You can change all sorts of things from the voice. I can make it a British man, a British woman, an American man, American woman, Spanish, Italian, lots of different languages for wherever you might be in the world. So that's a lot of fun. There's a nice vehicle shortcut if you're heading towards a difficult driveway or a big speed bump. Just simply take this, while you're driving along in drive, seatbelt on, take this left-hand stalk and lift it straight upwards. Immediately the vehicle starts to raise. So the nose will raise about 2 inches. Then when you get to 37 miles per hour by driving, it will automatically lower itself back down. So first setting off in the car is the seatbelt on. I'm going to reach down, press the brake very firmly as we said, start the car up. I like to go straight down and push active to get the systems all working. Then we'll select D for drive, of course. And then over here, above your left knee, is the park brake. You don't use the top, you just push the bottom towards it gently, and it releases the park brake for you. When you've completed a journey, you arrive at your destination. There is no park, you just simply get to your destination and come to a complete stop, shut the vehicle off, goes back to neutral, and puts the park brake on for you. When you've finished driving your beautiful McLaren, just close the door down, and instead of using the key to lock the vehicle, there's a secret lock down in here. You'll notice there's a raised section, a circular area that I can just touch, and it locks the vehicle for us. So you never need to get the key out of your pocket. When the vehicle's locked, just walk up, use the latch. When you're finished, you arrive at your destination, just reach down into the engine bay. You'll feel a raised circle, just touch that with your finger, it's a pressure pad, and it will lock the car up and you can safely walk away. Well, thanks very much for today. I hope it has been educational for you. If I can be of any service for a new McLaren, you let me know. Email me, call me. My information will be at the bottom of the screen. Thank you.